On this episode of The Fully Clothed Archaeologist.
Hezekiah's tunnel, or in Hebrew, Nikbat Hezekiah, is a tunnel that was dug underneath the city of David in Jerusalem before 701 BC. This was during the reign of Hezekiah in ancient Israel. The tunnel is mentioned in the Old Testament in 2 Kings 20:20. The Bible says that King Hezekiah prepared Jerusalem for an Assyrian siege by blocking the source of the waters of the upper Gihon and leading them straight down to the west of the city of David. It is one of the few intact 8th century BC structures that the public can visit, enter, and walk through. The tunnel leads from the Gihon spring to the pool of Siloam. It was a premeditated aqueduct to provide Jerusalem with water during the impending siege by the Assyrians, led by Sennacherib. It is a curvy tunnel reaching 533 meters long, and the water runs through it from the spring to the pool. According to the Siloam inscription, the tunnel was excavated by 2 teams in the 700s BC, one starting at each of the tunnel and then meeting in the middle. The Bible says that King Hezekiah was scared that the Assyrian would lay siege to the city of Jerusalem, so he blocked the spring's water outside the city and diverted it through a channel into the pool of Siloam. However, it is known as of 1997 that earlier Warren Shaft had already heavily fortified the Gihon spring.
Found on the southern slope of the city of David. It's an extremely sacred site regarded by all faiths,
including Jews who use the water in purification rituals, Christians who refer to its healing properties from the Gospel of John, and Byzantine pilgrims. It is also famously known as the location of where Jesus miraculously cured the blind man.
Oh, hello. Let me tell you about how we found the pool of Siloam. In the summer of 2004, archaeologists excavated and discovered a large stone step. What they later found was that this step led to multiple flights of stairs and a large pool that was about 220 feet wide. And they discovered that this pool dated back to 1st century AD. And how they knew that was that they found 4 coins that were embedded in the stone steps. And these coins actually date back to the Hasmonean king, Alexander Jannaeus, and others date to the Jewish revolt against Rome.
Dr. Giacomini, please elaborate on the findings that you encountered.
Well, Margot, through the use of radiometric dating, the Siloam tunnel can in fact be dated to the Iron Age too. This indicates that the biblical account of the tunnel, its construction, and its association with King Hezekiah, who, as you know, according to the Bible, is the one who had the tunnel built, is historically accurate.
So why has this been the first time of dating the actual tunnel?
In terms of dating the Siloam tunnel, or the Hezekiah tunnel, many scientists have actually found it nearly impossible to date it until this point. In theory, in order to evaluate historical authenticity, modern scientific methods can be used to date independent structures that seem to be mentioned in the Bible. However, due to inconvenient circumstances, radiometric dating on historical and religious materials has been difficult to do. As such, most scholars believe dating the Siloam tunnel is impossible. But such obstacles were overcome. Instead of limiting ourselves to the exteriors, my associate and I, Dr. Frumkin, dated artificial and natural materials found inside the tunnel walls, floor, and ceiling, all of which contain the tunnel's age.
What materials did you find exactly?
We were able to find fine plant fragments that were well preserved. After many tests on them and other samples found, it was concluded that the Siloam temple was most likely constructed around 700 BC, like I said in Iron Age 2. This date coincides with the age suggested in the Siloam inscription. It is also the date that is most often associated with King Hezekiah.
There are biblical archaeologists looking further into the mysteries that are still prevalent within the walls of the Tunnel of Hezekiah. Many claims and theories explain different parts, whether it is a construction of the actual stone wall tunnel or the reasons as to why some claim the tunnel was built after King Hezekiah's reign. The Old Testament is an ancient blueprint that allows modern technology to mesh with tradition and religion and answer age-old questions that could further connect the pieces of the greater puzzle to understand life in ancient Israel.
And let me share